Good morning, everyone. We LTA04 are here to present you a case analysis on telecom industry, in which we have chosen a firm which is Geo. Starting with the presentation, I want to give an information about a little bit about telecom industry. India's telecom business is world's second largest business with over 1.096 billion users as of June 2024. And India has over a market of 85.95% in rural market and 59.65% urban market, in which telecom industry in India is rapidly growing. But there are also some few points which I like you all to know, which is India is ranked over 60th in Network Readiness Index in 2023, and India ranks second in mobile broadband internet traffic within the country and international internet bandwidth. Now let us know a little about Geo. Jio is an Indian telecommunication company which is a part of Reliance Group and is the flagship company of Reliance Industry Limited. Jio was launched in September 2016. We all could remember. In a very short span of time, Jio has disrupted the business, the market, and has become the market leader in Indian telecom sector. Next slide shows the market share of the respective companies which are there in the market. Leading to Jio, Jio is the leading company having over 37% of market share. And Jio also has over 450 million subscribers.
As a strategic intent and product portfolio of Geo. In a strategic intent, I'm going to cover the points such as data-driven ecosystem, digital media ecosystem, and infrastructure and market disruptions. In data-driven ecosystem, they provides access to the internet, and second is infrastructure in which they give accessibility to the users to lay down the towers and fibers for internet. And in a digital media, they allow to use digital entertainment of Geo. And the fourth next point as a product portfolio of Geo, in which their main product is 4G and 5G internet connectivity, and they also deal in several other products such as Geophone, Geophone Next, and Geo businesses and Geo fibers are the main businesses.
Now, let's continue with five forces model of telecom industry. The first point is threat to new entrant, which shows that it is low. For example, we can take high capital requirements. The telecom sector largely demands a really substantial amount to invest for infrastructure, spectrum license, and operational setup, which is really high, which shows that it requires a high capital requirement. The second point, which regulates with it that it is low, is regulatory barriers. The legal frameworks include licensing, service standards, and spectrum allocation, which are issues to be considered and are also major challenges. Then we can also take dominance of established players. We are aware of the dominance of Geo, Airtel, and VI in the market, which can also be a threat for the new entrants. That is why it is shown low in the presentation. Second point, we have bargaining powers of suppliers. Bargaining powers of suppliers can be understood by equipments and technological supplies which are being used under telecom sector. That the telecom operates again rely on suppliers of equipments like the base stations and the fiber optics, among others. These equipments are supplied by many different companies and can also be a reason for a moderate bargaining power of suppliers. Then dependency. Spectrum, a critical resource controlled by government, is allocated through auctions. So that can also be a reason for a moderate culture. Then moving on to, we are having high bargaining power of buyers. First point which caters with it is price sensitivity. Price sensitivity of Indian consumers is very high, and this has compelled the telecom operators to offer attractive prices. Second point which also shows a high bargaining power of buyers is multiple alternatives and no switching cost. Today, due to multiple service providers, thanks to MNP, switching has become quite easy, and that is another threat to growth of any other operator. Moving on to the fourth point, which is a moderate threat of substitutes. We are aware of social media services. The new communication technologies such as WhatsApp, Zoom, Telegram have provided consumers with cheaper or even free alternative services, overtaking over the traditional telecom service approach. Even a report prepared by IAMAI also pointed that 450 millions of people in India access to OTT to use is that as a basic tool of communication. A second point for this is technological alternatives. Emerging technologies such as satellite-based communication like Starlink and the nationwide Wi-Fi are actually a threat for this technology. The fifth point shows a high industry rivalry rate. The point which caters with it is market saturation and intense competition. India's telecommunication industry is highly competitive, with the key players are fighting intensely to gain a larger share to this highly competitive market. Then we also have price wars. Fierce competition has hence translated this environment in a fierce competition in which every company is running towards profit. Then we also have a point of service differentiation. Managers and organizations keep on coming up with new strategies, new opportunities, and new group services for the consumers. Further, this competition has also been a little bit high for the similar industries as they are transforming their networks to become a little more faster and better at data connections.
Moving further with the SWOT analysis of Geo. Strength. Strong network infrastructure. Geo has one of the best, most advanced network across India to provide high speed internet and digital services to a massive number of people. Wide range of digital services. Geo also offers several digital services that includes JioMart, JioSavan and the 24 hours television service Geo TV, which adds plus points for the customers and therefore assist in maintaining the customers. Strong brand recognition. Jio has created a strong market in India and became the companies which observe unique solutions and the client oriented approach. Now, talking about weakness, dependence on Reliance Industries. From this, one can deduct that Jio as a sub-company of Reliance Industries will also be as powerful or as successful as its parent company. This dependence could be a danger if Reliance Industries hits some hurdles. Limited international presence. Jio at the present occupies a significant share of the Indian market, while this presence are rather small on the international level. The necessity to penetrate new markets could be a problem and costly. Customer service issues in the past. Issues are raised on the sum of the customer services front, which are deducted to customer base and the enterprise reputation. Opportunities. One of the biggest opportunities that is available at this present time is increased usage of smartphones and internet in India. 5G applications. Jio ready to bigger on it because the company has laid a very strong platform in the country that can help them to fulfill the desire of 10T 5G services like smart cities, self-driving cars, virtual reality. Now, talking about threats, intense competition. Even the existing majors such as Airtel, Vodafone Ideas, the newcomers such as Tata Tele, ADC, and the likes are equally threatening to Jio. Regulatory challenges. The telecom industry is governed by many rules and regulations, and some of these rules may impact the Jio company as well as its profitability levels. Economic downturns. This is so because if the economy is bad, this will imply that individuals will afford to buy fewer goods and services and hence use few telecom services. Internal capabilities view of Jio. VIO is acronym for the following four activities: evaluating resources and capabilities for their value, analyzing their rarity, examining the feasibilities of emulating them, and lastly, assessing their organization. It contributes to a determination of a company's strength and possibilities, source of a sustainable competitive edge. Here's a breakdown of Jio's resources and capabilities analyzed through the VIO framework. Valuable resources. 4G and 5G network infrastructure. Jio's extensive network infrastructure is a valuable resource enabling high-speed internet and digital services. Digital ecosystem. Jio's suite of digital services, for example, JioMart, JioSavan, JioTV, etc., adds customer value and makes the company more attractive to customers. Rare resources. Early 4G deployment. Jio's early adoption of 4G technology gave it a first mover advantage in India. Inimitable resources. Network infrastructure. Jio's network infrastructure is a difficult for competitors to replicate due to high costs and technology expertise required. Digital ecosystem. Building a comprehensive digital ecosystem like Jio is challenging for competitors. Organized to leverage resources. Jio's focuses on technology and innovation enables it to stay ahead of competitors. Strategic partnership. Jio's partnership with international technology firms enhances its efficiency and innovation capabilities.
Hello, I'm Sejal Tolani and I'm going to talk about the strategies followed by Jio. The first strategy followed by Jio is disruption through aggressive pricing. Jio's access into the market turned by its competitors' pricing strategy, which become relevant to its disruptive technique. The company presented free voice calls and extremely low-cost fact plans, which have been remarkable at that time. By providing offerings at cost extensively decreased than its competitors, Jio managed to draw millions of users within a quick duration, successfully shaking up the enterprise. Second is the data-driven strategy. Understanding the growing call for records, the Jio placed itself as an information-centric telecom operator. At a time when records turning into increasingly more critical for purchases, Jio capitalized in this trend through imparting excessive paced 4G records. These methods now not simplest attract a huge patron base, however, also position Jio because the preferred desire for statistics-heavy users, inclusive of individuals who movement videos, use social media extensively, and rely on cloud offerings. Third is building a digital ecosystem. Beyond just telecom offerings, Jio methods worried developing a complete virtual environment. The atmosphere consists of a big selection of programs and offering along with Geo TV, Geo Music, and Geo Cloud. By providing these services, Geo created an included digital enjoy for its customers, which in turn multiplied customer stickiness. Users who subscribe to Geo Telecom offerings often discovered interchange to its competitors. Fourth will be infrastructure and network diversification. One of the important factors of Jio's strategy was funding in infrastructure. Jio invested closely in building a robust 4G network throughout the India, making sure a huge insurance that spanned each city and rural regions. This turned into mainly crucial in market like India, wherein connectivity can vary appreciably between areas. Next will be strategic partnerships and investments. Geo's approach additionally varied, forming strategic partnerships with global area giants. Notably, partnerships consist of people with Facebook and Google, which added in great investments and technological expertise. These partnerships no longer most effective supplied Geo with the financial backings needed to sustain its aggressive pricing approach. However, additionally allowed it to integrate advanced technologies into the services, further improving customer experience. Customer acquisition and retention is the next strategy. Customer acquisition become at the heart of Geo's approach, and the business enterprise employed numerous approaches to attract and maintain customers. One of the most important thing, process change into supply free services during its launch section, which helped Geo advantage a large person base quick. Additionally, Geo added diverse loyalty packages and bundled offers that brought value to the customers, ensuring high retention codes. Next is digital marketing and social media engagement. Geo has additionally been effective in leveraging virtual marketing and social media platforms to interact with its clients. The corporation keeps an energetic presence on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, where it interacts with its customers and support its customers run promotional campaigns. This digital first technique has helped Geo Life connected with its clients and construct a strong logo presence on Life. Now, how it impacted its competitors. Geo's access into the market had a profound effect on its competitors. Companies like Bharti Airtel, Vodafone, Idea were forced to decrease their fees and revamp their techniques to remain competitive.
I'm going to talk about Jio's market performance. First, about revenue growth. Jio has experienced impressive growth with revenue jumping from rupees 638.06 crore in the year 23-24 from just rupees 41.63 crore in the previous fiscal year. The surge has come from a range of sources like telecom services, digital services, plus new ventures like financial services and business solutions. Looking at the profitability, Jio's profit have also seen significant boost with profit before tax rising to rupees 521 crore. They have achieved this by managing cost effectively, taking advantage of economies of scale, and using their strong market position to offer smart pricing options that keep customers interested and engaged. Finally, the financial stability. Jio's financial health is strong. The shareholders' fund have increased to rupees 24,436.81 crore and they have kept their debts low. They have also a solid cash reserve of rupees 4,590.20 crore. This supports their investment in network expansion, digital services, and strategic acquisitions.
Hey, hello everyone. I'll further explain the point of geostrategic implement and the key elements for success are. As we all know, Jio has a dominant force in India telecom industry to sustain its growth and competitive edge. Effective execution of its strategies is very crucial. So the first point I would say is continued technology innovation. Invest in if 5G infrastructure to offer faster speeds and lower latency. And the second point is diversification of revenue streams. Expand digital content offering through partnerships and explore e-commerce opportunities too. And the third point is strengthening rural penetration. Invest in rural infrastructure to enhance connectivity and create affordable customization. Product for rural market. And the fourth point is customer experience enhancement and use data analytics for personalized services and provide omni-channel customer support too. It will help them. And the fifth point is strategic partnership. So in this point, collaboration with technology and content provided will be crucial, and then they can also explore a global partnership for expansion. And the sixth point is regulatory compliance. Ensure compliance with telecom regulations and maintain open communication with regulators too. And then the eighth point is corporate social responsibility. Contribute to social causes as well as sustainability because it is on peak these days. And the ninth part is risk management. Identify and mitigate risk. Implement business continuity plans and enhance cybersecurity too. And the 10th point is effective governance. Ensure strong corporate governance and board oversights. So I would like to conclude by focusing on these key areas. Geo can maintain maintain leadership, drive, and can maintain and create long-term value for its stakeholders too. Thank you so much.